Hello guys, welcome back to CodeZ channel. Now let's talk about Python comments. Python comment is basically a free text which describe what a section of our code is doing. In Python, a comment can be expressed using the hash symbol. This means that anywhere we want to have our comment, we have to prefix the text with the hash symbol. Comment is very useful in Python as this makes our code more readable and it's easy for anybody going through our code to quickly understand the code. Also, Python comments can be used to prevent code execution. That is, when we use the hash symbol to prefix our code, the interpreter will just skip that line and not execute it at all. It will see it as just comment. Now let me show you how we can do this. To do this, we just use the hash button. So I can have hash, then I can say first comment. If I execute this alone, then nothing will happen. Now let me go back to the same cell and then I say A is equal to B. A is equal to 3 or 4. Then let me say B is equal to 7. And I say print A plus B. Then in this case, we have 11. Now, if I come here and I put hash here, hash here, hash here, what it means is that it won't execute anything because I'm saying I don't want all these lines to be executed. The interpreter should just see them as comment. Now let me uncomment this. Let me uncomment this as well. Let me uncomment this. Then I will have the answer back, which is 11. Also, your comment does not have to actually start at the beginning of the line. You can have your comment after the code. So here I can have and say this line will print the sum of A and B. What this means is that anything starting from this hash, the interpreter will just ignore and it won't be executed as part of our code. So in this case, we will still have the same answer that we have before, which is 11. So to make this code more readable for anybody going through it, I can just come here and put this and say this program will print the sum of two numbers. Then I still have the same answer, but when you are going through this line by line, on getting here, you already have an understanding of what this code is doing because here it says this program will print the sum of two numbers. So that is how useful Python comment is. We'll be using this as we go along in this course. Now let's talk about Python variables. Variables are basic elements of programming. Variables are just like storage for holding values in computer memory. The values of the variable can also be updated, just like the name is variable, which means the value can vary. Variable names are case sensitive. That is, when we define a variable with a name, for instance, let's say we define a variable with the name age, age, lowercase, and we define another one with the same name age, but the first letter is in uppercase A, while G and E are in lowercase. These two variables are different. Python sees them as two different variables. Also, Python keywords cannot be used as variable name. These keywords include and not limited to for, if, else, pass, range, and so on and so forth. Variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. This means our variable name can only contain letters and numbers as well as underscore. There's no other symbol that we can use in our variable name aside underscore. Lastly, variable name can only start with a letter or an underscore. This means that our variable name cannot start with a number, even though our variable name can contain number, but it can never start with a number. Now, let's try to define some variables here. For instance, we can define a variable with name age and say age is equal to 24, right? So in this case, what we are saying is that we want to store this value 24 inside this variable age. So in this case, age is our variable. We can define another one and say maybe year of birth. Maybe we say year of birth is 1999. Here you can see that we have underscore here because our variable name can contain underscore. Also, we can define another one and say maybe course1 and name it maybe mathematics. When we execute this, we won't get any error because they are all valid variable name. Let me say I want to define a variable and I call it maybe one course. Let's say is equal to course1. Then this should give me an error because variable name cannot start with a number. As you can see here, we have invalid decimal literal. This is just because our variable name cannot start with a number. However, I can define a variable name starting with underscore. So I can say underscore 1 underscore course to be equal to course1. Then this is valid. Also, I cannot use Python keywords as variable name. For instance, pass is a Python keyword. So if I decide to use this as variable name and say pass is equal to pass and I execute this, I will get an error. It says invalid syntax. Then, like I defined earlier, I can say age is equal to 24 and then I say age is equal to 24, or let me say 25, right? If I say print age and I say print age, Python will see them as two different variables because age and age, they're actually different, even though reading it, the letters are the same, but because the keys are different, that makes them to be two different variables. Also, why it is called a variable is because the value can change. So if I say age is equal to 45, then I come down here and I say age is equal to 47 and I say print age. The answer should be 47 because this is the last statement that was executed or that was assigning value to this age variable. So the first time it was 45, then the second time I assign this value again, it will change because it's a variable, the value can change, and I've said okay, age is equal to 47, so it will override the initial value which was 45 here. So I will have 47 as my answer here. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.